What's up, YouTube? This is Autumn. If you're new here, welcome. If you are not new here, thank you so much for clicking back on my video. And if you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you'll get notifications whenever I do post a video. And if you've already subscribed to my page, go ahead and hit the little tiny bell button. That way you will get updates every time I post a video. So today what we're going to be talking about is my hair care journey. I did a survey or a poll on Instagram and Facebook, I believe it was, to see what you all wanted to talk about or wanted me to talk to you about. And you all voted for, or the majority voted for, my hair care journey. And then my next video that I'll post is about the products that I use in my hair. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of use some notes as to what happened, the whole story about my hair care journey, because my hair did not always look like this. So just stick with me. So if you see me looking over to the left, I'm just kind of referring back to my notes because it's a lot to talk about. Okay, so a lot of you all who's known me for a long time has always said, girl, you've got good hair, and yeah, you've got really pretty hair and a really good texture.
Lies! The lie!
And I do have a nice grade of hair, but my hair has not always flourished like this, guys. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Just stay tuned. You'll see some of the pictures that I'm posting, what my hair used to look like back in high school, what it used to look like during college, even to what it looked like after college. And my hair did not always look like this. The texture was totally different, and my hair was so thin, so broken off. It was terrible, guys. So let's get started. So when I grew up like most kids in a black household. My mom did not do a lot of straightening of my hair. She did a lot of pigtails, a lot of curly puffs. She did a lot of braids. I know if any of you all grew up in my era, you had the little 4 braids, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, twisted the ends with a little bubble at the end. So my mom did a lot of that in my hair. So as you can see right there, mom did me bogus. And you know what? I'm gonna do Kennedy bogus like that. She's gonna have the same look because I believe you should preserve your innocence and kids should look like kids. So I grew up like that. The only time I would say that my mom actually straightened my hair or gave me a blowout was on special occasions such as weddings or holidays, or if I had concerts at school. That's the only time I would get my hair straightened. So I would love those events. It never really occurred to me that my hair was different or that I was different until I would say about middle school. I went to a mostly predominantly white or Caucasian school, and people, I would kind of feel like a petting zoo. And if any of you all grew up the way that I grew up, like in a predominantly Caucasian school, people would kind of just ask about your hair or ask, can I touch your hair? Or they would say, you know, oh, why is your hair so big like that? Why is it so fluffy? And, you know, after being the science project, I would say, in junior high, I just kind of started questioning myself, like, well, why don't my hair look like that? Why can't I just get out the shower, blow dry my hair, and it just be bone straight? No. I learned at that point I was different. And when I learned I was different, I wanted to be different. I wanted to be like every other girl that I went to school with. I wanted my hair to be bone straight. I didn't want any curls in my hair. I didn't want any fluff, any poo. So I wanted to look like them. And so I believe I remember one day my mom asked, and I don't know how old I was, maybe 13, 14, if not younger. Excuse me. If I wanted a texturizer, either it was a texturizer or a perm. A texturizer, it just kind of loosens the curl pattern and makes it more of a wave. Or of course, a perm for African American women is just something that straightens your hair to make it bone straight. So your curls won't revert back, and it's a chemical process that's going to naturally straighten your hair. So I remember thinking, like, duh, yeah, I want my hair straight. I want to look just like these other girls. I want to be able to just swing my hair.
I said what I said,
As
and
always.
I'm not changing on it, okay?
Look cute, get in the pool, and come back up and not have a cotton ball on top of my head, and it would just lay straight even when it's wet. So I was like, yeah, I want that. So I remember getting one of those. I also remember growing up in a stricter household. I know until we were 16 or 17, we could not wear any makeup and we could not color our hair. So when I hit around the 16 mark, I started to color my hair. That was the biggest mistake that I've ever done to myself, I would say. Like the perms are bad, texturizers are bad, but coloring your hair, if you don't know how to treat your hair when it's colored, you might as well just shave that stuff right off your head.
Okay.
It's going to chip off all the way until it gets to your roots, and that's exactly what mine did. I remember putting a lot of color in my hair, which damaged my hair greatly. My hair, like I said, it broke off so many times. And then it's not like I would go to the shop to get my hair colored. I would just get those box colors and I would put it in my hair. And sometimes I would not even wash all the color out of my hair. So I'm over here straightening my hair with unwashed color out of my hair. So my hair, y'all already know, it's just frying up, just stinking, just breaking off, just looking dry and brittle like straw. So I would say that was a big no for me, and I kind of wish I didn't even have the luxury of doing that to myself, because I really messed my hair up at that point. Colored my hair multiple times, messed myself up, and so around after high school, I went to college and I had a very bad breakup. And at this time, I think my hair was kind of longer, but it was still kind of damaged. And I did the big dummy move that any woman does when you have a bad breakup. You just go ahead and just chop all your hair off, like it's gonna prove something to the other person, like, oh yeah, I chopped my hair off, don't you want me? Or, oh yeah, I chopped my hair off, this is your fault. Like, no, dummy, you're cutting your hair off and the other person doesn't even care. And like, so I cut all my hair off, y'all. Cut my hair off into like one of those little Halle Berry cuts, the little pixie cuts. Put a picture right there. It was cute. Like, yeah, I loved it. It was cute, but then, like, you know,
Boy, if you don't.
week or two, I wish I didn't do it because I was missing my hair. I couldn't put my hair in a ponytail, so I was bald headed. So in order to maintain that pixie cute cut, I had to keep putting perms and texturizers on top of my hair, so it wouldn't be like super straight at the ends and like really thick and rough looking at the top. So of course, you know, I had to keep putting perms in my hair. But eventually throughout college, I just kind of continued to perm my hair and just grow it out at that stage. I grew it out, whatever, but it was still kind of straggly. Like, it was kind of thin. So I was just growing out hair just slapping perm on top of it. And it was growing, but it wasn't as growing as best as it could have been growing. And so I didn't do any kind of treatments to my hair. I didn't deep condition it. I didn't do any kind of proper treatments to my hair. So I was, again, perming my hair, putting heat on it at least 3 times a day. 3 times a day.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Putting heat on my hair, y'all. Just messing it all up. So my hair looked like who did it and what for eventually by the time I got out of college. I moved to Kentucky. I figured that, you know what, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm changing my location. I'm gonna get healthy. I lost a lot of weight. Loved it. Lost a lot of weight. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go natural. I'm just going to fix my hair, fix my appearance in all shapes and forms. Like I said, I decided to go natural. So I think the last day or the last couple weeks from me moving from my apartment in Illinois to move to Kentucky, I was like, I'm not gonna put any more perm in my hair. Just gonna kind of tough it out and see what happens to my hair. So I did not do the big chop. I know a lot of ladies do the big chop on their hair. I just couldn't put myself through it. After I cut my hair off in college, I promised myself I was not doing that crap again if I did not have to. So I did not do the big chop. What I did a lot of protective styles. I did a lot of weaves. I did a lot of clip-ins, wash and goes. Even though they weren't the cutest wash and goes, I did a wash and goes. I did the wash and goes. And then I did a couple buns here and there. And you know, I did this for about 3 years where I just kind of went natural. I just kind of roughed it out, y'all. I went through that awkward stage where it was like, ooh, that's a pretty curl, to, ooh, gosh, what happened to your ends? And then I started to grow my hair out. So once I had my son, Grayson, of course, you know, with pregnancy, your hair gets to be a beautiful texture. Sometimes, not always, because there's a lot of women where they will lose a lot of hair during pregnancy. But with my son, my hair was just amazing. Like the shine was there, the thickness was there, the length was getting there. I think I grew my hair to about, so I want to say about my collarbone, and my hair was way shorter than that before. It was about my collarbone, and I was just loving my hair. I was just, so, had my hair, it was bomb during pregnancy. And then, after I had my son, postpartum shedding. If you all do not know what postpartum shedding is, or if you have not had a child, a lot of women go through postpartum shedding. It's where your hormones are not regulated correctly. So when you have a child, your hormones are like extremely high to the roof. So your hair is getting thicker, it's getting longer. Body is producing more hormones, which is creating the luscious hair that you get during pregnancy. Well, baby, let me tell you, once I had Grayson, I had a lot of shedding, like a lot of shedding. I would comb my hair would just fall on the floor. Like I thought something, like I didn't know what postpartum shedding was. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I was dying. I thought I had some kind of disease. I thought that something bad was happening to me. God help me, please. Like I could be thinking about my hair would just fall out on the ground. Yeah, it was bad. So I'm having my son. I also had postpartum depression because, and I never knew what that was either. Nobody ever talked to me about postpartum depression, and that you feel all of these weird, strange thoughts and concerns, and you just turn into the psycho person because your hormones are starting to come back down and trying to regulate itself. And so I had this on top of my hair is falling out, so I'm about ready to lose my mind at this point. So not only did I have the shedding, but y'all, I had patches in my hair. I had patches around my edges. Lord, I had patches around my edges, and I thought I was going to lose it because I'm like, okay, so first of all, my hair is thinning. And I've never had a thinning problem, not unless I was just doing my hair wrong with colors or perms or anything like that. And on top of that, I can't even cover my patches around my edges because my hair is so thin at the top. So I'm losing my mind at this point. And so what did I do? The dumbest thing I could have done. I went to go get my hair color, thinking, oh, if you get your hair color, you'll feel a little bit better about yourself, feel a little bit younger, vibrant, get back to your natural swing of things. I went to a lady who was not African American, and before she started on my hair, I asked her specifically, trying to slide in a little bit just to see where her mind is. Have you ever, or do you do women of my color, my hair, my type of hair? Do you have experience with my kind of hair? Oh, yeah, we do. We do hair like that all the time. It's no problem. I got I have a niece that's mixed, and so y'all, she put the color in and she brings out the flat iron or the straightener, whatever you want to call it, and starts to straighten my hair. Lady next to me goes, y'all smell that? Y'all, my hair was burning. This lady was burning my hair off in her chair, talking about, oh, I thought your hair was dry. If you don't,
Boy, if you don't.
give me them foot irons. Y'all, I was so heated. I was ready to fight that lady. So I nicely picked up my purse, took my jacket, said I will not be paying for any of this because you burned my hair off on this section of my hair. And so I left. After that, y'all, I did not trust anybody else to touch my hair at that point. So like I said, I decided to do some, look into some proper hair care treatments. So I looked into how to keep your hair healthy, how to keep it moisturized, how to grow your hair naturally. I also even looked into how to trim your own hair, because at this point I didn't trust nobody to touch my hair after that lady sizzled me bald on one side of my head.
Okay.
So I did all that, and like I said, I looked into some do's and don'ts of your hair, hair typing, hair porosity, and I'll talk more about that in other videos. A lot of trial and error with my hair. I did a lot of products. Y'all should see my closet. I have so much product. So what I found to work best for my hair, which probably it didn't hit me until about maybe 5 years ago or so, what works best for my hair is natural products. For one thing, it's cheap. You can buy them anywhere, such as olive oil, grapeseed oil, peppermint oil, lavender, things like that. Those essential oils helps your hair grow and thickens your hair and helps your hair to produce so much better. I learned that these products were so much more beneficial in my hair than, but then like Cantu or As I Am. Not saying that those aren't good products and that they don't help my hair when I need the help. Excuse me. But I've learned that these are the products that work best for me. I can afford them. I can go to an Aldi's or a Kroger or a Walmart and pick it up, and I can get more use out of these oils or treatments than I can, a bottle of 8-ounce bottle of Cantu sprays or anything like that. And like I said, I'm not knocking against any products that are out there that might help other women, but for me, it was more of a natural remedy that helped my hair to grow at a rate and to grow healthy, and that was affordable, that that I love. And I've been using these natural remedies for years now, and my hair has just been so much more healthier and thicker and shinier with these natural products. So like I said, I didn't do the big chop. I just stayed consistent. I use these natural products on my hair. I oil my scalp about once a week. I use Jamaican black castor oil on my edges to thicken my edges, to make my hair grow back. And I also use the Jamaican black castor oil to oil my scalp along with those other oils. And that has helped my hair to grow tremendously at a quicker rate than my hair has ever grown. Deep conditioning is also something big that you want to use in your hair, because if you do a lot of manipulation in your hair, if you straighten your hair a lot, if you do a lot of pulling or tugging in your hair, you just want to be able to make sure that your strands are healthy and that they can sustain whatever hairstyle or whatever kind of reverting treatments that you're going to do to your hair. So that's what I've learned about my hair as well. Another thing, even though I didn't do the big chop, I trimmed my ends. I trimmed my ends, and I trimmed it at a rate where I felt like, okay, I'm not giving myself a haircut, but I am making sure that my ends are healthy. You can take off the old, and your hair will be able to produce new strands to come in that are going to be so much healthier, that are not going to keep breaking from the bottom all the way to the top of your head. So you won't have a lot of flyaways, things like that. So I would probably say I trimmed my ends maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, and I would only take off like ½ an inch or an inch at the most of my hair. And I got it to a point where I was comfortable enough that either I could trim more, or I can just feel comfortable enough to say, oh well, my hair looks a lot more healthier than where it was. So again, like I said, doing these natural remedies, I noticed that my hair was a lot stronger. I seen a lot less shedding in my hair. I also noticed that my hair was shinier, it was fuller, and it just felt great. It felt better. Like, honestly, I would say my hair texture felt like it changed. And I don't know if it was, my hair was just lacking either protein or nutrients that it was needing. My hair was softer, it wasn't as brittle, and it didn't, you know, it doesn't take as long to straighten it or to do my wash and goes now because I use these natural remedies in my hair, these oils. And if you all want to know what oils I use, comment below and I'll go ahead and give you those details. To take away from this video, I would say to be consistent in whatever works best for your hair. Stay consistent with what makes your hair happy. Your hair is going to flourish. It's going to be so beautiful. You're gonna feel that your hair is thanking you by the way that it looks, the way that it feels, and the less breakage that you have in your hair. So I would say do some trial and error on your hair to see what works best for you. Whether it's natural, whether it's something that you've heard about, whether it's something that's a trend. If it works best for your hair, if it's vitamins, if it's eating good, if it's exercising, do that, stay consistent. And if you do it at least once a week, you're gonna see a difference. Guarantee you within maybe a month and maybe even less than a month, just depends on your hair. Because genetics also plays a big part of your hair growth and just the texture of your hair. But I also believe that it's more than just genetics because like I said, a lot of people think that I have this great hair, and yeah, my texture is okay, but it took a lot for my hair to get to this point, y'all. Like, my hair wasn't always this long, it wasn't always this smooth, it wasn't always this shiny, it wasn't always this full either, because a lot of people say, girl, you don't have thin hair. Yes, I do. I have thin hair. I have very thin hair, and just doing a lot of natural things to my hair has thickened my hair over the years. And if I didn't do them, you would see how thin my hair really is. So I just want to encourage you all to find your road of healthy hair and just stay consistent with it. And like I said, if you want to know what kind of products that I've used throughout my journey, go ahead and comment below. I'm probably going to go ahead and make a video of what I use on my hair daily, or every time I do a treatment in my hair, and just give you all a few more details on that. So let me know if that's also something you all want to see. I don't want to make videos if you're not interested in them, but I think that this would be very beneficial and it would be very helpful for those who are looking to start a journey of healthy hair and just don't know where to begin. So I can also provide you with those details. I think I've made this video long enough. So again, if you have not subscribed to my page, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. If you are subscribed but have not hit that little bell button to get notifications every time I post a video, go ahead and do that as well. Give this video a big thumbs up, and then also comment below if you have any questions or concerns. All right, y'all. Thank you again for tuning in. I love you all. Bye-bye.